What's up, fam of Liberty, and also everyone else watching this video, including Groypers, who aren't following our channel for some unknown reason. It's your boy Big Sarge, sometimes known as Admin Tim. I'm the admittedly foul-mouthed founder of the Sons of Liberty social media organization that has been steadily enraging MAGA fuckface ass clowns since 2015 and Groypers since yesterday. If you saw us out in the streets at a protest for the first time or you're new to our channel, welcome. Normally I do this thing where I'm like, fuck MAGA, fuck Trump, fuck GOP politicians, fuck establishment Democrats, yada, 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 but I don't need to do that today. So anyway, just want to let you know that this channel and its comment sections are not a safe space for Groypers, bootlicking simps for a wannabe king, Russian asset, 34-time convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, Wish.com fascist oligarch, failed insurrectionist, failed businessman who has multiple bankruptcies and failed business ventures, a wannabe authoritarian tyrant, a self-confessed lover of underage girls, an admitted sexual predator, a guy who is best friends for over a decade with a convicted pedophile. I'm talking about Donald Trump. Now you know where I stand on things if you were somehow fooled by the beard, the hat, the shirt, the name, etc., etc. So if you're still here and you're not frantically rage typing into the comment sections like a triggered snowflake Groyper who's mad that I called out your basement dwelling fucking non-Aryan supremacist in a video, then maybe consider watching this video and deciding whether or not you like the cut of my jib. Reminder that we have a special live stream tonight with House Representative Ro Khanna at 5:30 p.m. Representative Khanna, so far, has not reached out to reschedule. To the best of my knowledge, that is still happening. If you don't know who Ro Khanna is, he's the Democrat half of bipartisan efforts to get Trump's wartime powers curtailed and to get Congress to vote on the record for releasing the Epstein files. And I just want to point out, a bunch of troll-ass motherfuckers got my comments yesterday and today that if you show up to my live stream and you try to start shit in the comments, I have like 30 fucking moderators and they will fucking straight up ban you. There will not be any warnings. There won't be any calm downs. There won't be any timeouts. You will straight up be banned. So if your goal is to stick around and watch content so you can continue leaving shit posts in my comment section because you're mad that I talk shit about Nick Fuentes, maybe don't watch the live stream. Actually watch it, but don't leave comments. Help me out with the algorithm. Watch the stream and that way my view count goes up. Because y'all are the real MVPs, Groypers. Y'all out there doing the Lord's work that even Big Sarge couldn't do. And that is to make my videos go viral. So thank you. I'm still going to talk shit about you. So yesterday, I posted a video that talked about who is alt-right fascist ass clown Nick Fuentes and what is the Groyper army. As expected, Little Nicky's little army of room temperature IQ motherfuckers hit up the comment sections in my video, leaving a veritable goldmine of triggered comments that are literally the internet equivalent of third grade playground insults. Most of them look like they're written by someone whose native language isn't English. I'm not shaming anybody for not speaking English as a native language before all the fucking liberals get in my comments be like, Big Sarge, how good? Not everything is about to, so calm the fuck down and have some of Big Sarge's super woke coffee. The rest of them basically resort to name calling, trying to comment on my weight or whatever, like that's gonna hurt my feelings. First and foremost, the reason why this tells me that I'm right, that I touched a nerve, that I upset a bunch of edgelord piss babies who are so beta that they venerate another beta who himself is subordinate to yet one more beta. That's like third or fourth degree beta. Like you're not even a beta bench warmer at this point. That's fucking sad and pathetic. The reason why I'm right and that I upset them is because the closest that anyone got to attacking the substance of the subject matter expert was a guy who basically said delusional video. That was it. Literally everything else was variants of you're fat, you're gay, you have a trans boyfriend. Like those are fucking insults that are gonna hurt my feelings. Motherfucker, do you know who you're talking to? I've been doing this shit since the 90s. I make people cry on the internet for fucking 3 decades. You just started. It's just like you're like a fucking meme with the Batman guy, the villain. He's like, I was bored into this. Fuck off, man. You don't have what it takes. And to prove it, today I'm going to read some mean tweets from incels whose IQ is about the size of my inseam, which is 32. And after I read each one, I'm going to dunk on the idiot who posted it. Now, the last time I did this, I had some joker in my comments on that video crying about how all I did was talk about fucking someone's mom. This is going to include some of that, maybe a lot of that, I don't know yet, because the only woman who loves a Groyper incel is their mother. And the only woman that Groyper incels love is their mom, because she's literally the only woman on the planet who will let them suck on a titty. Groypers hate women because no woman will fuck a Groyper if she can help it. Remember their leader, Little Nicky, is the your body, my choice guy who maced a woman who frightened him? Little Nicky is the guy who made that stupid statement and then went and hid in his mommy's basement. I have yet to meet a Groyper who has an actual real-life girlfriend, except this one guy, and she had no idea that he was a Groyper. Anyway, I will try to... I'm fucking almost 50 years old. I have banged a lot of moms. I've banged a lot of MILFs, and it's just in my nature. Like, that's how I came up, was talking about your mama jokes. They were big before I was born. They'll be big long after I'm born, and anybody that's complaining about some dude making your mama jokes can fuck off. Anyway, without further ado, first up we have Gucci applesauce and some numbers. Fuentes is inevitable. Inevitably, what, gonna get shot by some other right-wing edgelord in yet another MAGA internecine squabble that nobody on the left gives a fuck about? If I were you, Gucci applesauce, I'd be more concerned about Nick's well-being and safety than I would wasting my time giving Big Sarge and Sons of Liberty that much more visibility to the YouTube algorithm gods. But thank you for your contribution to my popularity. Daniel 3657, fascism is rising, there's nothing you can do about it. First and foremost, Daniel, I agree with you in part that fascism is rising. But secondly, I feel that since you very obviously lack two brain cells to rub together, you should probably know that fascism goes against the natural order of things and that fascism is never self-sustaining. Fascism didn't work for Benito Mussolini and it didn't work for Adolf Hitler. And apparently it also didn't work for Charlie Kirk either. But y'all would know more about that than I would, right, Shooter? Shooter McGavin? Yeah, Shooter! Anyway, as far as nothing we can do about it, I'm guessing that's why you felt the need to try and score cheap points in my comments section. You should know, Daniel, that I'm descended from a long line of anti-fascists who themselves were surrounded by their fellow anti-fascists when the doors dropped down on their landing craft and they stormed the beaches at Normandy. They did something about it. So you keep running your fucking mouth on the internet ineffectually, young son. Fuck around and fatally find out. Move out and draw fire. I don't know how you pronounce that shit, and I don't fucking care. Basically, this guy wrote a fucking novel in my comment sections about some bullshit. I initially stopped reading it. I bet you only wear that t-shirt in your house, because the first thing that came to mind was, no, I also wear that t-shirt when I'm on my way to your mom's house, where I definitely don't wear a t-shirt when I fill all three holes full of liberal goo. Anyway, I just now noticed that none of you can fight, and I'd like to personally extend an invitation for you to step in the ring with your boy Big Sarge. Before you do, though, I feel I should warn you up front that not only can I fight, but I also fight dirty. I know the only hand you're used to feeling on your dick is yours and Nick Fuentes, so if you're down to broaden that horizon and get turned into Big Sarge's cup bitch for a night, come on down. This next guy, Ojalá Jim, wrote TDS and TDS for money multiple times on my video because he was that triggered. TDS, of course, doesn't apply here because it stands for Trump Denial Syndrome, which is basically the mental disease that a failed businessman with multiple bankruptcies who spiked the U.S. national debt his first term is somehow good at the economy. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, and your boy didn't have that kind of time to explain the rest of it. Anyway, little Jimmy, thanks for boosting my video's metrics and putting us into more people's algorithm. Pancrasesh? I don't know what the fuck that is, so I'm just going to call you Pancreas. Man, I am 13 minutes in and nothing was said apart from white men and right wing, which I notice he can't spell or is afraid to spell. But he even goes on to say, either you're gay, Jewish, or both, you should have to wear an armband so we know. I'm guessing this dude is eager to revive the Third Reich because Jews wear armbands or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, Pancake Tits or whatever your name is, it's weird that you're obsessed with my sexuality. I'm presuming it's because you, like Little Nicky, are also a closeted homosexual. But unlike you, I don't particularly care about anyone else's orientation. I don't need to know that. That's sad and tragic, and I hope that one day you're able to leave the Groyper cult and you're able to be out and proud. Next comment from Lahaina Damasi is in all caps. Nick Fuentes was right. Right what? Right wing? Yeah, we knew that. Could you maybe be a little more specific next time? I mean, thanks for stopping by, but a little more clarity next time would save you a lot of embarrassment. Next comment is from Roman Knight 92, who, like Pancreas Tits, asserts that I'm gay but also woke. Thank you for that observation. I noticed your profile picture is rather ethnic. I'm presuming you're in the Groyper army because you hope that your proximity to whiteness will save you when they start purging the country of non-Aryans. I hope they start with Nick Fuentes himself, who is not pureblood. How does that work anyway? Like, there's that Enrico guy from Proud Girls who's not white, and Nick is also partly of Mexican descent. How are y'all white power when you're not even white? Like, how does that work? Are y'all just really big fans of irony, or did you take Dave Chappelle's skit about the blind black Klansman seriously? Now we come to the most intelligent take yet from Amari 5K. Notice he doesn't provide specifics like none of these other clowns do. Amari, if you're out there watching this video, I would love to have you on the live stream to explain how this is delusional. Like, show me the incorrect parts and the febrile dream parts, and then tell me the correct information. Reach out to me via email, let me know when you're available. I've got a pretty busy schedule, but I'll work around yours. Next comment is from Mamuner Siam, and essentially asks, did your wife's BF confirmed it? Confirmed it what? BF? Is that some sort of foreign thing that I'm not aware of? The only BFs that I know of are Messerschmitt BF 109s, which I'm a pretty big fan of World War II, in case you couldn't tell by the rhetoric of killing Nazis and fascists. And the other BF that I know of is the Blue Falcon, which is not a Star Wars reference. Anyway, it's a military reference, and since y'all clearly don't know who the fuck you're talking to. Anyway, please come back and elaborate. I need you to explain this to me so that I can dunk on you further. This next guy, Donald Boissonneau, is like that other guy, Ojalá Jim, and wrote multiple comments on the video because he was super triggered. I presume, based on the content, that he was basically doing a stream of consciousness rage post every time I said something that really ruzzled his jimmies. He left comments like, "You're not funny at all," which I actually agree with you. And I've said this many times before. Thank you, Donald. Maybe go back and watch some of my other videos, you dumb fuck. And he also said something about, tell it to your transgender boyfriend, which is ironic because this was the video where I said more than once, trans, like a little 5-year-old kid that got a noisy toy for Christmas and is running around the house gleefully annoying anyone and everyone, giggling like a madman at how annoyed everyone else is. I bet if we look at Donald's search history, it's going to be full of transgender porn because most of these bullshit comments from these grognard neckbeards inevitably falls back on their closet fetishes. Hey, Donald, stick around Sons of Liberty. We don't kink shame here, so you'll be free to be whoever you want. We support you, Donald. Next comment is from Mikeem, which I presume is some sort of ethnic name like Ojalá Jim and Lahaina de Messi and Mamuner Siam. You starting to see a pattern here? What's with all these foreign people being Groypers? My Discord is blowing up in the background because shit's popping off or whatever, I don't know. We got a very busy Discord server, so... Anyway, like I was saying, what's all these foreign people being Groypers? Are y'all seriously trying to be non-white supremacist? Y'all don't actually believe that when the race war starts that you'll be protected, right? Anyway, Mikeem left me a nice comment about nice rage bait fact get, but I mean, a fatso wouldn't make anyone afraid. That's rich. A dude lecturing someone about not being afraid when he's too much of a pussy to write the word fat in my comments. He then goes on to say, I would want you to see actually go out. English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? I swear to God, these insults would be about 69 for 20% more effective if the dipshits that wrote them could actually fucking speak English properly. I know that sounds classist as fuck, but I also know that most of y'all laughed hard at the Bad Boys movie when that 7-Eleven clerk was like, freeze, mother bitches. It loses effectiveness to be scary and intimidating on the internet when you're just making people laugh with how incompetent you are. You're like the Daffy Duck of internet dorks trying to sound hardcore. Anyway, Mikeem, I spent about 4 years fighting overseas and I have decorations that you can only jerk off to. So when you're laying under your Scooby-Doo sheets at night punching the clown, I hope that you're thinking of me, beta cuck bitch. Next comment is from WadV or some dumb shit, I don't know. This video made me lose brain cells. On the one hand, I want to say, so you're down to what, 4 now? But on the other, I also want to congratulate you for having the most coherent English sentence out of all the ones that I picked for today's video. Just for that, send me an email and I'll send you a free Sons of Liberty shirt, your pick. That is my time for today. Unfortunately for the Groypers, I don't live in my mommy's basement, unlike the guy that you follow, like the beta cucks that you are. And I do have to work a regular jobby job since my mommy doesn't fund my lifestyle and I'm not monetized. So I do have to get back to work. For everyone else who left a comment that I didn't get to read, and for everyone else who left a comment that I did read that was sorely lacking in English proficiency, I'm sorry, but you don't get a free t-shirt. But you're welcome to click on the link for the Sons of Liberty merch store and get one yourself. And for the internet tough guy who wanted to fight me IRL, anytime you're ready, Internet Rambo, come on down. Like the price is wrong, bitch. For Sons of Liberty, I'm your shit-talking host, Big Sarge. If anything I've said in yesterday's video made you upsetty spaghetti and you want to get in my comments and talk shit, just remember that every thumb interaction and every comment that you make does boost my channel and that video's visibility to tons more people than who would normally regularly see it. So thank you. In the past couple of days, I've picked up nearly 10,000 subscribers thanks to the triggered edgelords of America. I've got half of mine to hide my liberal content and start making right-wing parody content since you morons don't understand satire. And I'll be sure to start pumping you for money, kind of like how your moms pump strangers for money. Y'all are so easily duped and hoodwinked, and the reason that we know this is because of all you simps who are sending money to a non-Aryan white supremacist. Talk about fucking stupid. 2 claps and a Rick. 1 team, 1 fight. Edgelords, keep leaving me comments. I love it. And I love how you boost my algorithm visibility. Thank you. Woo!
And now it's time for the throw punch!